guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm your local witch. Today we'll be doing a tarot reading section. And as a Hong Kong witch, I will be having my magic toy as my setting. So we will be looking at your love relationship for the next month. So right now it's the early September. A lot of new beginnings, something is happening, it's always so exciting. So today we'll be looking into your love relationship. Interesting, isn't it? I will be distributing and I would want you guys to concentrate, be with me on this journey. Okay, so for the first deck, I will be choosing, there will be 5 cards in each deck. So, bear with me with a second. So just bear with me on a second. We'll be having 4 different decks and we'll be manifesting your September love relationship. Okay, and now we have 5 decks in total, so please just take your moment and draw the decks that you feel the closest to you. Feel it, you just have to feel it. Okay, now we got it. We'll be doing our first deck. So for our first deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the reverse King of Cups, we have the World, and we also have the Tower, and we also have the Devil. The first card, it is suggesting that you might have some difficulties in your past relationship or current relationship, but despite of all the difficult situation, it is starting to go away right now. There is more hope to heal. It is time for healing. While the second card, the reverse of King of Cups, it suggests that you might have some previous struggle for emotion or relationship in your past. You might be very emotionally vulnerable in your last relationship. However, now you're starting to develop something more healthy. I can sense that you're starting to better understand your emotion and be more in tune of what you're feeling right now, and be more in tune of the needs that you actually need for your life. As for the World card, it means that there are more fulfillments and completions. It represents that presents more like a combination of your journey, and there is the attainment of your desires. In the context of love, it's usually suggesting you that you will be entering a phase of more deeper understanding of what is love, deeper satisfaction, and also contentment. As for the 4th card, it's going to be the Tower. You don't have to be afraid of Tower. It doesn't mean anything too bad usually. Usually represent that there is sudden changes, something very unexpected happening in your life. Love, it could sometimes mean that there is a revelation of your relationship. There could be some revelation of some challenges that you encounter. It's very much needed in your phase. You know, relationship, they have different phases, and the phase that you're in right now is actually helping you to grow and develop as a better lover. It's definitely necessary for all the transformation and the personal growth. Last one is the Devil. Devil, it usually represents that there might be an unhealthy kind of attachments or patterns that can bring you some negative emotions, as mentioned in the before card. It's a really great reminder to identify all these kind of influences and behaviors for better change. Suggesting that you have been through a lot of different emotional challenges or some revelation. Now you're on a phase, you're actually on a good phase to grow up. Now it's suggesting that you are actually in a good phase to learn. Hell, it is more like a therapy month for you, becoming more aware of your needs and your wants. I can sense that and hear all the different challenges that revealed is gonna bring you a lot of deeper satisfaction in life and also contentment in your relationship. However, all the revelation, remember that it might shade up your relationship a little bit. It is very essential. Let go of the toxic part in your relationship, any kind of attachments that is affecting your progress. The card 1. And here we come to the second deck. First card, you'll be having the 10 of Cups straight, and you'll be having the 7 of Swords reversed. Next, you'll be having the 7 of Pentacles reversed. And next, you'll be having the Sun reversed. And then you'll be having the Page of Pentacles straight. Interesting. So it seems like for September, you'll be receiving a mix of energy. First, the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups meaning that it will bring you fulfillment and contentment in your life, indicating that there will be a loving and very supportive relationship in your life.
And then we'll be having the reverse Seven of Swords. So this card, it usually suggests that there might be a shift in your relationship regarding honesty and trust. It might signify a departure, might signify a departure from deceptive behaviors. If there is any dishonesty or betrayal, it's gonna reveal in this coming month. Indicates the truth, suggests a time for seeking resolution. It encourages more for you if you're in a relationship to have an honest communication and an open communication. Rebuild that trust in your relationship. The next card will be having the reverse the Seven of Pentacles. So reverse the Seven of Pentacles usually indicates that there might be a temporary setback, or usually means that there might be a temporary setback or frustration in your relationship. It could be a long distance relationship, it could be something happening between the you two. It indicate for you to reassess your efforts in this relationship and also the investment that you put into this relationship. Card is more like a reminder for you to think back and reflect upon what you have been doing for your relationship. Is the effort going to be balanced? What needs to be adjusted in order to achieve a more long-term relationship with your own ends? Next card, we'll be having the reversed sun. The reversed sun signifies that there will be a period of time, actually a temporary period, that might be a decrease in positivity. It indicate there is a lack of clarity. However, it's very important for you to remember that this is just a phase. With a lot of conscious effort and also positive mindset, you will be getting through it. Last card, we'll be having the Page of Pentacles. In here, it suggests a lot about being youthful, represent a lot of youthful energy, curiosity, and a willingness to learn and to grow. It suggests a lot about you and your partner in the phase of seeking something more on stability, something more on practicality. It encourages you to approach life connection with a sense of responsibility. Also a willingness to invest time and effort for the development of your relationship. Overall speaking, there is really a mix of energy in here. Sometimes it might be hard to process all the trust and a lack of clarity. It's very important to remind that this is just a phase, and addressing issues with honesty, by being clear and communicate openly, you get there. It's very important for you to remain very patient, honest, and about your relationship and connection. Part 2. So here comes the third deck. First card, we will be having Four of Pentacles reversed, and then we'll be having the Two of Swords reversed, and next we'll be having the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and then we're having the King of Pentacles reversed, and next the Queen of Pentacles straight. It's suggesting that September might be a month and a phase for you to grow in life. It might be a combination of challenges and emotional growth for your love life. For the Four of Pentacles, the first card, is actually indicating a lot about a need to let go of all possessiveness and your control for your relationship. It's important to open yourself up, release any tendency to try to control your relationship. You embrace with a more giving, open heart. This way you can have a stronger connection in your relationship. The second card, the Reverse of Swords, suggesting that you are trying to avoid some kind of challenges or any decision that you already know. Time here in September for you to confront any issues in your relationship. Internal conflicts that you're having can cause you to be stuck in a certain phase or position in your love relationship. Addressing this matter honestly and being honest to yourself, that's also the key for you to grow a more healthy relationship. Then we'll be having the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles mean that there is a stuck in opportunities, some kind of delays in your relationship. Something is more on the material matter or something really practical part in your relationship. There might be some drawbacks either in your financial or your material needs not being met yet. Card a lot of time indicates that you should be patient, build the foundation of a relationship. Allow time and allow space for opportunities to come to you and to face up the obstacles in your way. Card, we'll be having the King of Pentacles. For the King of Pentacles here, it usually indicates that there is a need for balance. So there is a need for stability in your relationship. The reverse version of the King of Pentacles, it indicates a lot about the lack of responsibility or lack of stability in your relationship. Somehow you feel like your partner is not reliable enough, that you're not developing your sense of security from this relationship. It also suggests that you should be tuning your focus relationship and also trying to establish a more security form of connection. Usually suggests you to establish a sense of security in your relationship to strengthen your connection. The last card is going to be the Queen of Cups. Very positive look here. The Queen of Swords, usually it means a lot about a very positive outlook for your future. Here it usually indicates a lot of emotional nurturing. It indicates a lot about passion and intuition, period for deeper emotional connection, emotional wisdom for you to grow. Prepare for September to be receptive of your feeling and embrace the wisdom that the universe is trying to give you. And again, it suggests that It might be bringing you some sort of challenges and obstacles, but by confrontation and confronting all the unresolved conflict, able to make your decision with clarity. Welcome back. Here's the part 4. So in part 4,
for this deck, we'll be having the 8 of Pentacles reversed, we'll be having the Knight of Swords straight, we'll be having a Queen of Pentacles straight, and we'll be having a 5 of Cups reversed, and we'll be having the Death in straight. So in here, it indicates a lot of things. The 8 of Pentacles reversed itself usually indicates that there might be a lack of motivation in your relationship. There might be a lack of direction or dedication in your relationship somehow. It feels like you're stuck and being in a very repetitive pattern right now. So I think this card is trying to suggest you to find new ways to reassess your effort in your relationship and invest better in your relationship. And for the Knight of Swords, good news here is that you're trying to release all the anxiety that you have been holding up in your relationship. So it signifies a time for healing and a lot of therapy for yourself. It's time to let go of all the fears you were holding on your relationship and all the concern that might have caused you to be so anxious before. It's more like a sense of relief for you. It encourages you more of a peace of mind. Very positive mindset. As for the next card is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles in an upright position usually represent a lot about nurturing, a lot about stability, also a lot about practicality in your relationship. Oh, the good news is that in September, something like you're creating a very secure kind of relationship in your life and you're trying to let go of the old pattern. You're gonna have this very supportive environment and surrounding in your relationship for both of your partner and you to thrive. Next one, you'll be having the 5 of Cups. Again, 5 of Cups is a bit similar to the pattern that we are seeing right here. It's more about a time for healing and moving on, especially when it's in a reverse position. Here we are seeing something like a letting go of the part of disappointment. We are trying to let go of all the negative and disappointing energy that we have been having from before. It's more like a shift to acceptance to where we are today. So this card actually brings you a message and encourages you to focus on the positive aspect of your life. For the last card here, we're having the Death for a straight position. This upright position with a lot about new transformation, new beginnings, indicates significant changes in your relationship state. Changes might be sometimes challenging, comfortable even at first, but those are good challenges for you. Like you're creating space to grow, that you're trying to reach somewhere more fulfilling relationship. Seems like September for you is a lot about a time for transformation, a time for shaking out from all the disappointment that you have been having, to release any anxieties from your past relationship. I can see a very positive sign here actually. Please, 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 cuties, let go of all the from before. Allow yourself to take time for your own personal growth. As for part 4, and here comes the last deck. For the 5th deck here, we will be having the straight Knight of Swords. We'll be having a reverse 3 of Swords. We'll be having a 4 of Cups in reverse. We'll be having a Knight of Swords in reverse, and also a Page of Swords in straight position. It's very interesting for this deck because I'm seeing like 4 swords out of the 5 cards, which is really interesting. Usually swords indicates a lot about actions. So here we go. The first card here, an upright position for a Knight of Swords usually indicates you have a lot of fear inside, or anxiety, or worrisome. You might be overthinking or having this personal distress. It is really important for your relationship to actually seek support in order to address for these concerns, and also guidance to alleviate all your anxiety and worrisome. As for the 3 of Swords, it usually indicates that there is a time for healing and resolution. It's particularly interesting because it's more on a reverse position, and reverse position here usually means that it's a time for moving on and moving past from what you have been dealing with. There might be past heartbreaks. I'm sensing that there are a lot of disappointment that you were having. So this card really encourages you in September to let go of all these bad breakups and all the heartbreaks there. It's time for a fresh start. As for the 4 of Pentacles here, Four of Pentacles usually suggests a shift in perspective, especially in a reverse position. Indicates that there should be a willingness for you to open up yourself for any new experiences, any encounters. You have to be more receptive. I think a lot of time it might be your past experiences of history that is making you a bit hesitant when coming to a new relationship. And this card is actually suggesting you have to be receptive of your new relationship, of whatever is coming on your way. And the Knight of Swords is in reverse, and usually it indicates that there might be a disruptive communication, or that there is some sort of impulsivity, some recklessness inside. It suggests that it's really important to slow down. So you should be opening yourself up to new opportunities. Opportunities is going to come to you anyway, so it's really important for you to slow down. Your life guides you to where you should be. So to think about it before you start something. Also suggests that usually you have to be mindful of your words. It might be unexpected or unintended consequences because of what you have already said. So this is something that you have to keep in your mind when you're dealing with new relationships. For the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords usually indicate a very intellectual growth, someone who's like really curious and in a pursuit for personal growth. As there is a need for clear communication, to be really honest with yourself and your partner in your relationship. It encourages you to be more open-minded. Also seek a lot of understanding from your communication. Also by active listening. It feels like it's something that you have been lacking or delaying in your past few months. So overall speaking, it seems like you have been dealing with a lot of anxieties or fears or worrisome. Or there is definitely a potential for healing if you allow it to be in your life. Be open with your perspective, open to new possibilities, clear and focus on what you want to get. So that's for Path 5. So here's the reading for today for September. If you're interested in more of my readings, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, open the notification. I will be posting a lot of tarot reading, a lot about love advice, relationship advice, life advice. Maybe they are bullshit, but we never know until you see them. So that's it for today. So see you next time. Bye!